Hello, everyone. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Eyeball was in, or actually, not Eyeball, the Eye was in the Slime movie. That's his actual name, Eye. No, like Zuko Midoriya or anything. I actually have a same picture, this one, as it. So, there's two different versions of it. There's this one that is owned by the Eye, and he's a big brother to Demon Lord Malign, Naga, and his parents are like, where is his parents? There. So yeah. Sorry about that. And so the plus they were trying to keep him. Of course, they chose Zumi because they know how Zumi or not Zumi, Demon Lord Malign. So they banish the Eye to a different dimension. And that same dimension, or his body went through a change into that. So he had, like, he was the very smartest person. Like, he has no memory of, because his parents took his memories away. So he doesn't remember who he was or who he is. So his real world name would be Eyeball. So yeah. As he doesn't act like super crazy as his sister is. And then some people like, because everyone was admired his inventions. Yeah. So then he gets like A pluses and like all the way through. And then Zumi, or no, of course, he like does like ladder climb things, like, so he decides to go walk around as some humans wanted to, some warrior that can fight demon lord things. As, let's say, the king wanted him. So yeah. So they summoned him with his pink outfit as he As they could tell that he already had a spirit in him, the most powerfulest spirit of them all. I. He. So yeah. Or letter. So yeah. So he decides to go to this school full of these children's. As yeah. Zuko was basically, or no, Aimal was, doesn't know what they were talking about, as it's basically like, so he goes and this is a new transfer student. He's quite, fearful, but he's alright. As when she says okay, as when Zuko, or when Eyeball walks in, she can detect his aura of I, Demon Lord I, inside of him. Because she heard about how he almost genocide the entire world. As she can also knows that she cares about him more, because as they start studying, as he got 100% on it, like all through his, like, as she says, all right, as she's the other girl, like, was in her class, she falls in love with him because how smart he is. Of course, she can also detect what he is or was, or his spirit thing. So she knows that he's a demon lord, but he's quite cute. Yeah. So other than that, he decides as he's mostly relaxed. That confuses, like, her, Shoei, or no, I forget her name. It was something to keep getting her name wrong, but Shizu. That's not Caesar. Shizu. So I'll just keep her. So she ends up telling, or so she's a little bit surprised about how relaxed Zuko, or Eyeball, is, or Demon Lord I. As when he gets up, as he says, huh. As he could detect the storm, like that dragon thing, as he says, huh. Hang on, this. not very nice. As he had one penny, his lucky penny, as he aims it, shoots it, and kills the beast with such accuracy. They he couldn't believe that if he used it on the world again. As she walks up to him and asks, Emil, do you know the character called I? Well, I have vague memories, but not very much. So no, why? Well, you kinda do look like him. No, him and I are two separate entities. See, he and I aren't one anymore. He only, because reason why he wanted to destroy the world, if my memory serves me, because he was getting bored of always being number one. As she says, so Demon Lord Ike commits being bored. Yeah. Winning all the time is, for him, it's just there's some reason. And then he's a very tired out person. He got bored. So as he knows that Duke who, or he knows that I'm all, or Caesar senses the aura. As she knows that he spoke the truth thing about how he once the most powerfulest person is bored of being winning all the time. As she brings out his true emotions of not being, as she says, Limo, I know that you are the trustworthy, but you who keep winning. Some demon lords say that you keep winning because you had no emotion. As Eyeball looks away from her, because I wasn't myself at the time. I wanted to become stronger, just like how my main sister is. she I always looked up to her, or I always didn't look down at her, treated her as like the trophy or anything. I just wanted to, as he starts tearing up, as she said, or as he says that, because you know how hard it is to be the guy or the Demon Lord that never got seal of approval from anyone, and that's my logically, as she says, I'm all or Demon Lord I know that you're gonna be and plus my master that summoned me into this world told me about how you basically did what you did. As he says, I didn't want this happen. As he turns away, okay? So, yeah. So they were talking about how, of course, and then her came on and gave him a barrel hug. Like, confessing feelings, aren't you? As he doesn't remember, as when she heard the entire conversation about how he won, or how the Demon Lord I was so like powerful that almost genocided everyone. And as, of course, no need. Let's unlock all your emotions, okay? You don't have rage anymore. As he looks at her and says, I understand, and that being always in constant rage and trying to prove myself to become like a one, just like my parent, just like the, yeah. So, yeah. As who was watching from the shadows? None other than her. As she couldn't believe that he's back from the other world. And oh, this is gonna be fun. As he says, what is this about? Well, our little son has returned to kill, probably to kill everyone. as when the news of when, of course, before before she left, she says to him, make sure you don't like genocide all of us. I won't. As he looks over at her and she gives him a wink of, as she can tell that he's in love with someone that does care about him. And because she knows that he's a good kid, it's just the have to prove himself to be the strongest one. And if, as he tells her that, or I won't genocide anyone. I don't want that anymore. It used to be a part of me, but now, since Ether went to the summoner's world, I has loosened up. As of course, when she left, as he, and then a couple days later, they got news that as only 2 people got selected to herd, as they went up. So it was Eyeball and her. So when they heard that their favorite teacher, her, has passed away, as he says, who did it? And, well, we don't know yet. But we do know that she got killed by a monster. As he's trying to keep himself calm, as plus she knows that he wants to cry because he's trying to, as she says, go ahead, cry out. As you know how the My Hero Academia, how Zuko in the sports festival teared up, so like looked like a water fountain thing. Yeah, imagine that happening. It was during the sports festival, one of the episodes. So yeah. So then, what else? Oh yes, when it looked like he flooded the entire thing. As they're gonna drown. Yeah, because his tears. And she runs up to him and just straight up gives him a hug. As she tells him that not matter now. Oh. But now, just worry about our future. As she knows that he's, as when she said that, he turned to look at her, and he knows that as both of them like kissed, as she knows that because he is in love with her, so she embraced it. As yeah. As for the people that were watching, from the shadows was her, so she says, "Ah, see, our son has changed from being all outraged kid to being a love with somebody. Interesting. He has loosened up all these years. Plus, she says, plus, he has emotions for people. Well, so now, of course, the king decided to send four people to go cause some like trouble for the other kingdom, not the slime one. So they decide, okay, as she looks at him and she knows that he's a lovable person. So she decides to make him fall in love with her. But she also knows that one of the Grand Masters, like her, is already, or they are in love. So yeah, so she decides to go latch onto his arm. Come on. As the kingdom wasn't like Dwargon, or it was some random kingdom. So as he says, how much are you betting if I take care of this by myself? 5 seconds or 1 second? Well, it's pretty big thing. Come on, big guy. Ready? As Berserker knows that there's 2 heavy hitters. So As that's what he keeps calling the eyeball or eye. Yeah, eyeball. The big guy. So he says, huh. As he opens a black hole in the middle of a city, as he destroys the entire like kingdom. As he's like, as they find that cool. Oh, they should have, or as Berserk says, they just should have just sent you to do the job for them. Yeah, he's quite a heavy hitter, isn't he? Huh. As she says, no matter, he'll still be like my boyfriend, no matter what. Remember, he's the soon gonna be a future husband to that guy or to that girl. I know because between her and I mean, what does she have that I don't? As they're like, well, calm attitude. The outfit was good on both of you, but as but she doesn't wear a belt on the around her like shirt or jacket thing. So good point. And she has armor and you don't. Huh. Well, I hate the obvious. As Aimal says, let's go. As his body became like so big, and he was bigger than the ogres, orcs, and like giants and titans. As he looks down to make sure he doesn't like, as he starts to go on. Ah, I see how Uhu 4 has returned safe and sound. Surprisingly. But now how many civilians, or how many did you, or, well, see, Eyeball decided to go overboard with, as he gets knocked out by Eyeball, or actually not Eyeball, just gets knocked out by her with the back of her hand, as she says, as don't talk bad about my boyfriend like that. As how have you been? as he's as they like she says good then, but it should have gone better if, because he was done so fast, or they were done faster than. But the as she says, but now I'm gonna hang out with my boyfriend. As if any of you try to stop me, I will. As she walks right out, as she says, or she thinks in her head, that girl is one scary lady. I don't know what she sees in that boy. But she needs to, as lay off of everyone. Oh, cheer up. I know what you're thinking. That she, or actually, he says, cheer up. Have you heard about the Demon Lord Eye? Yeah. He should be the powerfulest character, or powerfulest person in the world. But why did you bring him back up? Or bring him up? Well, some say he was banned from here, or from this universe, because of his he got so rageful. Oh, that even his own parents can't and hold him in place. So, as she sings to herself, so both of them are a cute couple to each other, aren't they? As, yeah, because both of them are reckless more than us three. As he says, yes, the Zuko, or Eyeball, has this amazing powers that by himself wields the infinity powers. He is the ultimate Demon Lord, Eyeball. So that's why. But why did he, as he reports it to a king, as the king's like, well, if he's that powerful and almost genocide all of us, why is he here? And of course, he tells him that Zuko, or not Zuko, the Eyeball is also in love with one of our, or actually one of our guilds things. Ah, really? As for like 20 years thing, they've been, as she knows that she still thinks about him, no matter what the dire situation. But one mission, and they had to like work together. So before they went to their destination thing, she like puts her hand, like puts him like nailed to the wall, not out of anger or hatred. It's like her hand is right next to his head, like some other girls do for like their boyfriends that they really love or somebody. So she ends up like looking at him with some cold dead eyes as she says, "Will you marry me?" She says that to Eyeball as yes. It should have been like the other way around. So she ends up knows that in this mission, okay? As some random monster just came out of nowhere and it starts attacking thing. It was, let's say, 25 Cryptus is were attacking. So they got sent out to help the civilians. And he had a special ability when he was just in his demon thing. He could disintegrate on a touch. So that's his ability that can't be cancelled out by any like magic canceller thing, jammers. So as he of course when they were like walking after they had that conversation thing, they literally walked to there, and then of course was the one that saw them getting like having that little conversation without getting noticed was like that snake girl. So she sees them. And they start, after that, they start walking as she knows that something, as she can, like, she goes into, like, to read people as books, as she knows that he's the demon lord I. So yeah, he's so she's basically knows that he because and plus she also knows that that conversation of Looks like someone's having affairs with our son. So, yeah. As as she so they like he says, huh, well, he's pretty good. Super Saiyan. I'm joking. So, yeah. So he basically, as he as he's happy that he's battling for the people that he, as he turns and sees her gonna get killed by one of the Megadons. As he used, as he, and it was fire fists. As Zuko, or as Eyeball, who has seen way too many One Punch Man, or no, One Piece, like a series, right? He hunks his arm back, and he does like a Fire Fist Ace move as he blasts the shark to a burnt crisp. Yeah. As he says, we can't fight him down here. And Zuko as he knows that she carries the dead and rainbow sword, as he says, can I see your sword? I might try to slay it, or slay those creatures with it. As he out of every demon lord that they like have like these special abilities, or it's like secret abilities, but when like his mother knows, has power of sight thing, and her father, or like her husband has like these secret powers. Yeah, but Zuko, or of course she gave the sword, as he says, ready? As he grew wings that was so beautiful that even she finds that attractive. As he flies up to about the eye level of, as he says, huh, well, you're gonna die here and now, because you threaten my friends. As his voice gets deeper and deeper, and let me show you the power of the one true demon and Lord. As he slices, he says he used the enchant of to activate his full power, or his secret attack. As he has in the form of man. Or is a demon black hole man. Or demon or horde. As he as a dead end rainbow. Yeah. Attack mixed with his own darkness flare storm. As he cuts 25,000 of those into basically nothing. Like zero, zilch, focus. As he puts her sword back into its slot, and as he's got super tired out for some reason, as he bodies or like hit after he like touched the ground, as he like got so tired, as he like fell face first into the dirt. As he was trying to not be so, as she knows that of course she worries about him, so she runs up to him. Hold on, please wait for part 2.